welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, welcome. I'm Crystal. In today's video, we are going to be doing this look right here. It's so nice. It's like a soft kind of thing. I don't even know what to call this makeup. I really wanted to play around with some glitter, and this is what I came up with. I wanted to keep it like kind of like a natural kind of makeup, but with like a little pop of glitter. I thought this makeup was very summer appropriate. It's nice and kind of like a natural makeup with like a little pop. The skin very light because I didn't want to wear too much face makeup, so everything is mostly like the eyes, making it pop a little bit. In this video, I use a little bit of some affordable and high-end makeup, so I'll leave everything down in the description box of what I use. Also, this wig tutorial or review will be down there as well, or right here if you want to check this out, all about this wig that I have on. And yeah, so before we get into this video, please make sure that you are subscribed if you haven't already. Hit that notification button down below so you don't miss out any of my videos, and thumbs up this video if you do enjoy. So let's just get right into it. Starting off with my eyeshadow base, this is the NYX white eyeshadow base, and I'm applying that with my fingers to get the product nice and warmed up, and then just get a nice thin layer from my shadow. For my eyeshadows, I'm going to be using my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, and the first shade I'm gonna go in with is G Money, and I'm applying that on the outer corners of my lid, and then I'm slightly dragging it into my crease ever so slightly, and making sure that it's nice and blended. And you guys, I only use like 2 shadows from this palette today, and it looks like I used like a whole bunch, but I only used 2. I'm going to do the other eye just to make sure that they're nice and even. And I'll leave all the products and the brushes that I use down below, so if I get to mention something, just check it out, because you already know I'll be forgetting stuff. Then taking my profusion like blending brush, I'm gonna go in with the shade Grateful. Now I apply that in the same motion placements that I put G Money, but I went around G Money like a halo effect, and I don't know what I was thinking. It looks so stupid. So I just focused that into the crease, and then I go back in with G Money to cover it up on the outer V and make sure it's nice and deep. And then go back in with Grateful and just keep building that up on the inner corners of the lid as well. So I apply Grateful all over the crease and on my lid, and then just making sure that I take G Money to deepen it up. And then taking a clean e.l.f. brush, I'm just gonna be blending out the edges. And doing this, it made it look like I did use like different shadows. So if you use different brushes and just blend and add shadows, you're gonna get different effects with different shadows. So I really like this. So it was only 2 shadows and super easy. So I'm gonna let you guys just watch what I'm doing. By eyeshadow base, I'm going to be taking my NYX glitter adhesive, and I'm making sure that I'm only applying a thin layer because I'm gonna go in with this pretty glitter by Makeup for Melanin Girls glitter palette. I'm taking this pink shade right there, but because the base was orange, it pulls a little bit more green, orange, gold, which I'm so in love with. I've used this same glitter shade before when I had like a nice pink base, and it definitely pulled more green. So I do like the shift of this glitter. It's so gorgeous. For face, I'm going to be taking my AOA Studio Clean Slate Primer, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face. And then for this day, I wanted to keep the face pretty soft, so I go in with my NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint in the color Cuzco. Now this is my winter shade, so don't be leaving no comments. I know it's so light on me, but I go in and make sure that I bronze the heck out of my face because this is my winter shade. I really need to get a summer shade. I don't know why I haven't, but I just love this mostly during the winter time, so that's why I haven't really picked up a darker shade. Anywho, going in with my e.l.f. hydrating concealer in the shade medium sand. I'm gonna apply that in the inner corners of my eyes and the outer corners to give like a lifted effect around my nose, cupid's bow, and my chin. And then taking my L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Shaping Foundation Stick in the shade Espresso. I am applying that as my contour bronzer shade. I usually use the shade Honey, but because the base is so light, I wanted to go in with a deeper shade. And then going in with my AOA Studio smaller like kabuki brush, I am blending out that concealer. Now I don't use that much because once you blend out your concealer, it's gonna spread. So I'm kind of using less than more, you know, products lately, and I do believe that less is more. So this is one of the tricks I have been using. I'm gonna be doing an updated, like, quick everyday foundation routine. It will be linked down below after. I believe I'm gonna be posting that after this one, so just check that out. And then I'm gonna be taking my beauty sponge to blend out the rest of the contour. The concealer, and then going back in to contour my nose. I do add a lot in the middle, but trust me, I just blend it out. If you add, just make sure that you blend, and you'll be good. To set everything in place, I'm gonna go in with my black Radiance Banana setting powder, and I'm going to press that into my skin, underneath my eyes, around my mouth, and I like to set a little bit where my smile lines is, like right there, and then I continue just to press it in, just because when I use this foundation, it always like creases in my smile line, so I just have to make sure that I do this every time I use it. So yeah. To bronze on my face, I'm gonna be using my handy dandy Essence Club matte bronzer palette. I'm like obsessed with this palette, and it was only like $10 or something, probably even cheaper, but this formula is just so amazing. And I love that you have different shades to, you know, build up your bronzers. You can also use them as eyeshadows if you ever wanted to do that. So yeah, I'm just bronzing up my face. And then I go in with the darker shade to deepen up the contour, but I only focus it towards the back of my like contour, so closer to my ears, and then on my jawline I keep it closer to like the back of my jawline, and then my temples, just to make sure that it's like nice and snatched. And then I wanted to bronze up my face even more, so I go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cappuccino, I believe it's bronzer. Then taking my ABH blush, I'm going to apply that on my cheekbones, in the center of my face, so on my nose, and then my forehead. You guys know I'm obsessed with brush. Then to set my face in place, I'm going to be using my setting spray, and I'm going to take my beauty sponge to make sure that it's melting into my skin. I love doing this part. It makes everything just blend together, and it's just so refreshing. I'm gonna apply my lashes off camera. I believe these are the Hadley lashes. I forget the brand, but you know. Taking my LA Girl Precision black eyeliner, I'm going to be tight lining and also putting that into the bottom waterline. And then taking that Grateful shade by Jaclyn and Morphe, I'm gonna smudge that on the lower lash line, keeping it so simple, super easy, bada bang, bada boom. For highlighter, I'm going to be taking my Nicole Guerrero palette by ABH, and I'm gonna be mixing the two shades Glow Getter and 143, applying that onto the highest parts of my cheekbones. I also like to apply it on my cheeks, my forehead, the center of my face, so my cupid's bow, my nose, and my chin. And then I also use this to highlight the inner corner of my tear ducts. I'm gonna apply my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara to my false lashes and my real lashes so that they're well blended together, and then also put some on the bottom lash line. For lips, I'm going to be taking my MAC Chestnut lip liner and I'm going to line up my lips. And then for liquid lipstick, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Driver. I am obsessed with this shade, you guys. Like, this is one of my favorite shades. Like, it's so pretty. This nude lip is just bomb. And then I'm gonna be taking the LA Colors Clear Lip Gloss, and that's it for that. And then to set my brows in place, I'm going to be taking the Profusion Dark Brown Brow Tint. And this is the completed look, you guys. I hope you all enjoy. If so, please thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.